Shalom, MISHPACHA. Welcome in, YouTube family. I pray your people will have ears to hear and eyes to see what thus says YAHUAH. And your people will be able to apply your word to their life for their soul's sake. I say to the Yah for another day that you have allowed us all to see and have allowed us another chance to get it right with you, YAHUAH. MISHPACHA, I will be reading from Chanoch 82 in its entirety. Now, my son Methuselah, all these things I speak unto you, and write for you. To you I have revealed all, and have given you sepharim of everything. Preserve, my son Methuselah, the sepharim written by your father, that you may reveal them to future generations. Wisdom have I given you to your children and your posterity, that they may reveal to their children for generations forever this wisdom in their thoughts, and that those who comprehend may not slumber, but hear with their ears, that they may learn this wisdom and be deemed worthy of eating wholesome food. Blessed are all the righteous, blessed are all who walk in righteousness, and whom is no crime as in sinners, when all their days are numbered. With respect to the progress of the sun in heaven, it enters and goes out of gate for 30 days, with the leaders of the 1,000 classes of the stars, with 4 which are added and appertain to the 4 quarters of the year, which conduct them and accompany them at 4 periods. Respecting these, men greatly err, and do not calculate them in the calculation of every age, for they greatly err respecting them. Nor do men know accurately that they are in the calculation of the year. But indeed, these are marked down forever, 1 in the first gate, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the sixth, so that the year is completed in 364 days. Truly has been stated and accurately has been calculated that which is marked down for the luminaries, the months, the fixed periods, the years, and the days. Uriel has explained to me and communicated to me, whom YAHUAH of all creation on my account commanded according to the might of heaven, and the power which it possesses both by day and by night and by day, to explain light to man of the sun, moon, and stars, and all the powers of heaven, which are turned with their respective orbs. This is the ordinance of the stars, which set in their places, in their seasons, in their periods, in their days, and in their months. These are the names of those who conduct them, who watch and enter in their seasons, according to their ordinance, in their periods, in their months, in their influence, and in their stations. 4 conductors of them first enter, who separate the 4 quarters of the year. After these, 12 conductors of their classes, who separate the months and the year, 364, with the leaders of 1,000, who distinguish between the days, as well as between the 4 additional ones, which conductors divide the 4 quarters of the year. These leaders of 1,000 are in the midst of the conductors, and the conductors are added each behind his station, and the conductors make the separation. These are the names of the conductors who separate the 4 quarters of the year, who are appointed: Melech, Helamelech, Mili, Al, and Nad El. And the names of those who conduct them are Adnar El, Yasus Al, Yelum Al. These are the 3 who follow after the conductors of the classes, each following after the 3 conductors of the classes, which themselves follow after those conductors of the stations, who divide the 4 quarters of the year. In the first part of the year rises and rules Melchias, whose name Tamini is a high. All the days of his influence which he rules are 91 days. And these are the signs of the days which are seen upon the earth in the days of his influence: perspiration, heat, and trouble. All the trees become fruitful, the leaf of every tree comes forth, the grain is reaped, the rose and every species of flowers blossoms in the field, and the trees of winter are dried up. These are the names of the conductors who are under them: Barak El, Zezabel El, and another additional conductor of 1,000 is named Hiloyef. The days of those influence have been completed. The other conductor next after them is Helamelech, whose name they call the splendid Zahai. All the days of his light are 91 days. These are the signs of the days upon earth: heat and drought, while the trees bring forth their fruits warmed and concocted, and give their fruits to dry. The flocks follow, mate, and bear young. All the fruits of the earth are collected, with everything in the fields, and the vines are trodden. This takes place during the time of his influence. These are the names and orders and the conductors who are under them of those who are chiefs of 1,000: Gedeel, Keel, Heel, and the name of the additional leaders of 1,000 is Aspha'el. The days of his influence have been completed. May you hide Yah's word in your heart so you don't sin against him for your soul's sake. Remember, prayer changes things. Continue to pray, seek Yah for the things that you have need of. He does answer prayers in his time. His time is not our timing, but he will do so in his time. And when he feels that you are ready, be you ready so you don't have to worry about getting ready. Shalom, MISHPACHA.